This is Rugby Explorer. We are in Italy, Rome. Where are you?
I'm Jim Hamilton, rugby player and now a rugby fan. When I mentioned that I wanted to travel the world to see if other cultures love rugby as much as we do in Britain, I didn't think anyone would take me seriously. Lucky for me, someone did.
We are VIP. They're really VIP.
Yeah, we
really.
have.
Sitting on the banks of the Tiber River, the Eternal City, where do you start with 3,000 years of history? I guess with the Romans. They clearly left a mark. It kind of puts Hadrian's Wall into context. Then there's the Vatican City, the world's smallest country, and home to the Pope, who lives in the hallowed grounds with a castle up the road. The Renaissance and the other amazing culture and artistic achievements, not least the Ridley Scott film, Gladiator. Yes, Rome really is an amazing place. The best way of shaking off the flight is to dive straight into the city with a run. And with Rome, you're kind of spoilt with places to go. Every corner seems to have a point of interest.
So I'm here at the Spanish Steps, and in true Rugby Explorer fashion and form, we know nothing about it, but here's some interesting facts.
Hang a right at the top of the steps and you're heading in the right direction. Next up is the Trevi Fountain, with its Baroque design and hordes of visitors. Past that, you'll eventually arrive at the Vittorio Emanuele II monument, built in honour of Victor Emmanuel II, the King of Unified Italy. Nutrition, as anyone will tell you, is important. You should never run on an empty stomach. Well, when in Rome. Rome is home to many great people. Maximus Decimus Meridius, Leonardo and the other Ninja Turtles, Caesar and Pinocchio, who apparently arrived that morning as he heard I was in town. Head past the Colosseum and the Ark of Constantine, the Pope's second home, not bad, before arriving at the Vatican City.
So here we are, finally, the Vatican, the last stop of the run. Tired. What an amazing city. This is Rugby Explorer, Italy. We're in Rome.
Now for the rugby, which is kind of a big deal around here. The Azzurri play at the famous Stadio Olimpico, which is an easy reach from the city if you're in Rome to watch a game. I thought I'd go and meet the main man in charge, Valerio Bernabo. We met a few times on the rugby pitch, and by the looks of things, he might have got the better of me.
What about the 2007, that crazy match?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I wasn't playing that match.
I've been lucky enough to play for Scotland here many times, so it does hold a special place in my heart. Originally built in 1901, the stadium has hosted the 1960 Summer Olympics. Pavarotti sung here at the 1990 World Cup, the final which was between West Germany and Argentina, the Germans winning 1-0. It's the home ground for both Serie A teams Lazio and Roma and hosts a bundle of concerts. It's clearly a busy place.
I used to dream about the stadium when I was a kid.
Might be slightly different, but I had this whole analogy every time you come to Rome. It was like Colosseum, the history. In the olden days, I should have been a gladiator. I probably got killed.
Yeah.
I want to dress as one. Is it possible here?
Yeah, you just go there.
Yeah, I'll speak to the producer and see if they can dress me up.
Sadly, the producers had other ideas, and we ended up reenacting the moment Italy didn't qualify for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia.
It's always been a big challenge between Italy and Scotland, not just because of the wooden spoon.
Yeah, rivalry, the emotion was the same. In 2007 as well, the World Cup, we had to beat Italy to get through to the quarterfinals to play Argentina in 2007.
Yeah, I remember that match, yeah. Then in I think your last match, Scotland, Torino.
That was right, we won the game. But I didn't go to the World Cup after that.
It was my last chance to the World Cup and I made it, yeah.
You made it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I remember playing against you because, you're a tall guy, so as a line-out guy, you have to think how to, move you and then jump and...
Oh, you're not worried about the speed?
No. About your brain, because you're a very smart player.
Yes, I was. Thank you. We're going to Treviso after here.
So I think you're gonna enjoy some prosecco and
grappa.
Grappa, yeah.
I've heard.
Be careful with grappa. After coffee, they use grappa to clean the cup. So.
Oh, then you drink it after. I'm looking forward to going to Treviso.
Were you 34?
Yeah,
When you
yeah,
were, yeah, so
yeah.
we were 34. It's weird, isn't it? Your whole life is
Yeah.
winning and contacts and collision and
I
physical.
was really looking forward to, new steps, new challenges, but at the same time, it's a total different rhythm of life. I think the changing room is obviously the thing you miss the most.
Yeah, I was the same.
Yeah.
All the gladiators have to hang up their swords, as they say. That's how I saw it anyway.
Show you the Italian changing room.
First time. I can hear the noises now. Stop Hamilton. We need to stop Jim Hamilton.
Mark him in the air.
Oh, it's comfortable. I remember initially the beginning part of my career, it'd be headphones on, and everything was always angry. So towards the end of my career, especially with Scotland, I never wore headphones anymore. And I used to sit down in my chair and look around and try and absorb everything.
You are almost naked here, no? Not just because it's a changing room, but
I was trying to get deep then, and Valerio's ruined it. Anyway, it's about time I decided to leave. So my time reminiscing with Valerio in the Lazio men's changing room meant that we'd run over on time, which sadly meant that I couldn't make it to the Rugby Museum in Colleferro. But my trusted team of producers did, with much excitement, as you can tell. Why they had to ride horses to the museum, I don't know. Apparently there's no cars. Anyway, if you're lucky enough to make it there, there's an extensive collection of rugby memorabilia. There's balls and cups, Lenin, and a collection of shirts of some of the greatest rugby players that have ever graced the game. Meantime, I met up with my old mucker, Andrea Lacicero, for a good feed and a few beers. So we do this show called Rugby Explorer. So we've been to a few different places around, and I thought, right, we're coming to Rome. Who do I know in Rome? Castro, Sergio. I said there's one man. Andrea is VIP.
Everybody know we are VIP. They're really VIP.
Yeah,
They're
we
really.
have.
You remember Hong Kong?
Yes, I do. I tried to forget, but I do remember. I do remember. The less said about Hong Kong, the better. It's the game that Andrea and I played for the Barbarians and had a record defeat in the worst conditions known to man. Still, we had a great time.
Che non gliel'hai detta. È birichino, è birichino. Guarda che lui è scozzese.
I had no idea what Andrea was saying. I think it was about the food.
A lei. No, aspetta, bere. Beer or wine? Beer.
Beer.
Small or medium?
Medium.
Medium or large.
Ma tu, scusa, mettiamoci in
Medium or large.
Okay. Thank you.
Italiano, 0. See, this is it. You see Castro now, he's going bold, he looks stressed. You, hair, tan,
Calm.
cigars.
Sometimes. You have a problem when you look like this?
I don't need them yet.
I know. Sante,
Salute.
salute, benvenuto.
Yeah, salute.
Cheers.
And do you miss the rugby or not?
I coach the young people in Rome, but I think it's really difficult. My rugby, that's the past. Stop.
I went to the stadium today.
Yeah.
We were walking out onto the pitch and I had goosebumps thinking and talking about the experiences that we would have had playing. You know.
I love the smell
Yeah.
and cry. And sometimes when I come back in the field and not play, it's difficult. You like the carbonara?
Oh, different to the UK, but it's lovely. We finished?
No?
So what is this?
Brain.
This is brain. This is brain?
Yes.
You have to eat brain for have a good brain.
I'm okay then. That's enough for me. Brain of what?
The lamb.
Lamb's brain. Well, at least it's fried. You eat that like that? Oh.
You have to taste.
It's brain, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I hail from a country where haggis is the norm, but this was a step too far. Someone's just eaten a brain. At least Andrea seemed to enjoy it. Max, our cameraman, braved it out. Lamb's brain. Texture of an oyster with a faint taste of lamb. Lucky we could only wash it down with some Italian coffee.
Ole!
Ole.
Caffè espresso.
Italian coffee.
Grazie.
E Italian cigar.
Italian cigars. Okay. Grazie.
Full of lamb's brain and Roman beer, it was time to venture on. And unknown to me and the producer, he'd organised the ultimate Gladiator School.
Ave.
I am Jim.
No.
No?
No.
Ave,
Ave.
ciao.
I'm
That's
Ave.
it.
Ave, ciao. Hello.
Okay.
Correct.
Andrea.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Jim. I'm Jim.
Marcos Valerius.
Marcus Valerius? My arse.
Woohoo! This is nothing.
This is everything to me.
In case you want to become a legionnaire, this is good for you.
Was Maximus Decimus Aurelius a legionnaire?
He was not a legionnaire, he was a general.
Well, that's what I'm here to do.
You cannot
General.
start from the top of the top.
I will prove to you Proximo.
I'm not Proximo, I told you my name, Marco Valerio. Oh.
I'm going to call him Proximo.
By the looks of things, Marco Valerius, Proximo, took his gladiator training pretty seriously. Hey, he certainly knew how to handle a net.
You put this
Okay.
on. This is to protect your belly.
It's protect your belly, that's what he said. Your belly. Yeah, I haven't got a belly.
Hurry up, I don't have all the day long. Move!
Okay, so this isn't. I don't feel like a gladiator yet. Did Maximus Decimus Aurelius wear this? Like this? I don't remember him wearing like a red dress. Oh, okay. Right. How do we look? I don't feel very gladiatorial at the minute.
He looks impressive.
He does.
Oh yeah.
So he's like the emperor. He's like the emperor getting all the attention, all the gear. And I'm like the pauper. Does that look good? Sound good? We're in the makeshift amphitheatre, the Colosseum, which is quite cool. We got a fire going, it was cool. But I look like I'm in fancy dress. Yeah, I don't think Andrea's feeling it either. He's on his phone. I think he's phoning the fancy dress police, so I don't think he's too happy about it. But this isn't quite how I pictured it, I'll be honest. I want to look like Maximus Decimus Aurelius, that's what I thought. Commander of the Northern Army. Husband to a murdered wife, father to a murdered son. I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. See, I've got the voice. That sounded incredible, eh? I've got the voice, but I just need the gear. Any chance? I'll have to go with it then, won't I?
Woohoo! Oh. Okay. Ready? One, 2,
2, 3, 4.
What's going on with
I'm
your...
happy. I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. Look. We're happy.
This is the champion.
We're happy to.
He's
try.
scared about mosquitoes. Ready? 1, 2, 2. What are you doing, Andrea? Quando noi attacchiamo andiamo avanti con la destra e quando difendiamo andiamo indietro. Ok? E il 5 passi sopra il mio Rudis.
I don't know who he thinks this show's about. He's giving one-on-one coaching to Andrea. Maybe he thinks he's the main man. He's on the home side, he's the home coach. I'm away from home. It's because Scotland beat Italy many times, that's why, he knows it.
Bravo Andrea. Come on, be ready.
Yeah, because it.
But move a little bit.
Yeah. So look. So you do that. You do that. Okay. Watch now. Just turn around and go. Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
No. No.
See how strong.
No. Here we go. Fight!
He's dead.
That's incredible.
Next day, we waved goodbye to Rome and we headed to Treviso. with its scenic 4-hour train ride to the northeast just above Venice. Prosecco is the local drink which is said to have originated here along with tiramisu. I've heard there's a bit of grappa on offer as well. I'm definitely in the right place. So we're here in Treviso, home of Benetton Treviso. We are at the Stadio Olimpico. It's something like that. So they've got a big game tomorrow against Grenoble in the Challenge Cup of Europe. So I'm here to meet Director of Rugby of Benetton Treviso, Marius Goosen. He can maybe tell me the name of the stadium and he's going to tell me all about Treviso. Benetton Treviso are really flying in Italian rugby at the minute. They're part of the Guinness Pro 14, one of the 2 teams from Italy, the other being Zebra in Parma. The 2 teams are where the Italian national team draw the majority of their players from. The United Colours of Benetton, which are headquartered in Treviso, have and remain the club's biggest sponsor. Benetton have an impressive record and all the silverware is well deserved. Hey mate, so I'm having a problem first up naming the stadium. So I've got Stadio do Comarle do Melidro. Is that the name of it? I pronounced it right?
Stadio Comunale di Monigo.
There you go.
Short, just Stadio Monigo.
There you go. No one told me the short on one. So how is it being at the forefront of what's gone on here, just as the game come out of professionalism to where it is now?
I mean, I've been through everything here. So I was at the top end of the Italian Championship for many years, since I got here until I retired, basically. And then we went into the Celtic League. Pretty decent first 3 years, and then we went through a bit of a bad spell for 2.5 years. And then since Kieran came around, things started changing around again, and we were obviously working every day to earn the respect in Europe. Obviously, we're not where we want to be, but it's going in the right direction, I think. Well, Jim, let me go and show you around some of the club, and then we can have a chat in there.
Tell me a little bit about Treviso as a town. And
Treviso in itself is a very rugby passionate town. We are very fortunate to have Senior Luciano Benetton behind us. He's a massive rugby supporter, massive Treviso supporter, so because of that a lot of supporters in the whole town is basically around and behind Treviso. So as a rugby community we're pretty fortunate in Italy in that sense that we have the backing of the Benetton group, but also I mean we're not a big town, so it's easy to have all those people coming into the games, and not a big stadium, but when it's full, it's pretty passionate to play in here. Yeah. There's an old little clubhouse here, and I've never tried to make it modern.
Straight old school.
Straight old school. This is
You're
where,
like this as a South African.
This is where you go in afterwards, have a few pints.
Yeah.
Win or lose, if you win, you stay until the end. If you lose, you have a few and then you go home.
You have 10 and go home.
Our old little beauty, yeah? So yeah, from the first year when they've won it in 56. And then you go around here, I don't know, Jim, you've probably played around...
No, I was born in 82.
In 82? Jeepers, I've got a few years on you, mate.
If I played in those days, I'd have been a 3-time British and Irish Lion, Marius. Of all these, who do you think's left, you know, the biggest legacy?
It's hard to say, obviously. Craig and John and Michael Lyon have played here, so they obviously are darlings of the town, if you can say.
So the future looks very bright for Italian rugby, as it seems?
Yeah, no, definitely. Now, I mean, they're working in a way more professional environment, probably get a bit more professional coaching as well, so if we can keep on growing that, I think we're on a pretty good path.
Speaking to Marius, he mentioned that they might be short of players during the autumn test window and the Six Nations. That got me thinking, there might be a chance to wear the Treviso colours. So I went looking for more selectors, and would you believe it, was one of my old mates in the Leicester days, Peter Atkinson. He'd back me signing, wouldn't he? It was clear there was a real intensity in the gym, so I was committed to doing my best to impress. So how long have you been here for?
I've been here since June 2017. I work for the Federation. I spend my time between Benetton, Treviso and Zebra, the 2 Pro 14 teams. Basically just help out with the conditioning of the players. 90% of our team are based in 2 franchises, so we get to work with the guys every week. So when we come into the national situation, it's pretty continuous.
Coming from a different culture, what's your take been on it over the last couple of years?
Things are definitely going in a good direction. We've now got a world-class facility here. Always want to work out, they want to get better. We're trying to give them a good direction. Hopefully the results are showing that there is some progress being made.
I'm going to be doing conditioning games with the guys. Do you reckon I'm going to be able to keep up or not? You can see me. I'm sweating already. I mean, it's hot in here. It's like smart. Just keep the guys lean.
You know, you've not put too much too much trouble since you stopped, have you? Obviously keeping some level of control over things.
Exactly. Yeah,
which is good.
Of
Good to
decency,
see. Well done. Keep it going.
But it's like I've lost all the weight there, and it's kind of
Is it moving south? Is it?
forming into a pouch.
No, well, just get yourself out there, get stuck in, and have a go.
My wife's going to be well happy with me when I go home. Put on 2 inches on the biceps.
Thank you to be part of our session today, even if long time since last time you ran, probably. As a new member of our team, even for just today, you have to show your talent here now.
Okay, yes. Does anyone have a beat?
Yeah, we go.
Big deal.
I have some very good memories playing in Italy. Normally taking the wooden spoon from Marco, okay, or giving it to Marco. Scotland, Italy. But for me, it's a huge pleasure for me to come and train with this team. So thank you very much for having me come and embarrass myself. You know.
That silly dance might have just cost me my place in the team. On reflection, maybe I should have just sung. They said like training with the lads. This session has absolutely broken me. What stuck with me though was how accessible the lads were, which in the professional era was a breath of fresh air. That evening I had a date with the main man Tommaso Allan, Treviso's fly half and Italy's fly half. Treviso goes back to the Roman times and is influenced hugely by its bigger neighbour, Venice, with canals that crisscross the wide streets and an abundance of piazzas and pizzas throughout.
Hey Tommy.
Hey Jim, how's it going?
Good, thank you. Thanks for welcoming me to
No
your
problem.
town.
Sun's come out for a reason.
It has, mate. And I've heard Treviso do the finest coffee.
Yeah, they do. We can go for a espresso, macchiato.
Macchiato, that's the one.
Cappuccino.
A little bit of milk.
Yeah.
What's it like in your early years growing up and around Italy, aspiring to play rugby?
But obviously, rugby is not the main sport in Italy, it's soccer. I used to play in Padova, and that's where it all started. That's where my parents played rugby. I've got just them to thank, really, for bringing me into rugby.
Well, you've got a bit of Scottish blood as well, haven't you?
I do. My dad's fully Scottish, born in Glasgow.
Oh, damn. Well, no, maybe we're the same. So you're half Scottish, then?
I'm half Scottish, half
Same as
Italian.
me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm half Scottish, but I've got the dreaded quarter English. So
Which you can actually hear.
Genuinely not just saying it, you're doing really well this season.
But yeah, it's games that maybe a few years ago we would have lost by a lot, and now we're resilient and we're trying to push for the results and for the wins. We don't think we're just going to go to the games to participate. We want to win the games, and we actually believe we can.
Rugby is a bit of a legacy in Treviso now, and back in the day the team would be posted in the main square opposite this bar. Just two men enjoying themselves together in Italy. Sadly, Tommy had to get back home as he had a big game the next day.
So it's game day here in Treviso. They're playing Grenoble. The sun's out, the stage is set, the guys are getting strapped as we speak. And I'm excited. We're all excited. Kieran, thanks for talking to us at RugbyPass ahead of today's big game. Only a couple of changes for your team today. You're taking this tournament extremely seriously, I take it?
Oh yeah, very much so. I mean, you know, it's a new competition, this one now for us, and every game to us is very important. So we are certainly going out there to try and win this game, yes.
And then finally, I trained with the guys yesterday. Apparently during the autumn you're going to lose a lot of players. Can you see a space in the squad for me or not? Did I earn my stripes or not?
yeah, we're recruiting, so, just keep at it.
Yeah, I like the fact that you've not committed to that, but thanks very much.
You heard it here, a Rugby Explorer exclusive. A Treviso playing contract was as good as in the bag.
Apparently I've got a role lined up. I did so well at training yesterday, they've got me a role, so... Federico.
This is your
Federico.
role today.
It's my role is...
Mascot, our mascot.
Is mascot?
Yeah, he is Ben.
Is Ben?
Yeah.
Ben so this is me? Federico? Yeah, wow. So much for serious business, hey? Trained yesterday like a warrior, and I've been rewarded with dressing up as a lion. What's my life come to? Yeah. Right, well here goes then. God, this is embarrassing. Oh, taking photos, yeah? Yeah? Right, can someone do me up then, please? The smell in here! 63 caps for Scotland, and I'm dressed like this. It's a disgrace. This is a new low. It's a disgrace. Look at me. Look at the state of me. 4 kids. I was to say 4 kids. Disgrace. How the smell that. Jesus. Oh.
So Treviso got a deserved win. I personally think it came from the performance of the mascot. Surely he was the 16th man on the day. Great to see the lads relaxing now and catching their breath with a few beers in hand and of course a pizza. Unsurprisingly, there was no lamb's brain. Tommy,
How are you?
congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's a big period for Italy, everything's on the up, but how important is it to get some momentum now going into the big games for Italy?
Oh, it's hugely important. Benetton and Zebra as well, they're both having some good wins, and it's always a nice challenge, and I think all the boys are excited for that as well.
Exactly. It's all about the team, by the way.
Exactly.
About the team. It's about me and Tommy. So, yeah. Cheers for that, mate.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Cheers,
Thanks a
mate.
lot.
Yeah. See you for a beer after. Thank you, mate.
100%.
This experience in Italy has been great, and from start to finish I've been made to feel very welcome. If you haven't already, get yourself to an Italian game, whether at national or club. The accessibility and the openness of the clubs and the players has been a real breath of fresh air in this professional era. The food's been amazing, and around the games there's so much to do and so much to see. And it's obvious, to this old mascot at least, that the future of the Italian game looks bright. So it's only left for me to say, Italy, ciao.